Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, and before we clear this energy space, I want to give you a warning not to be scammed by anybody pretending to be me, contacting you, asking you if you would like a reading, asking you for a donation. I will not be asking you for anything. So please do not be scammed by these people. All right, they do it with other readers too, so just be very, very mindful. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Ace of Wands. Now, it's very interesting to be told to be mindful of the Ace of Wands, because when it comes to money, when it comes to career, we want to see these Ace of Wands. We want to see wands when it comes to the career. But there's some sort of opportunity that's going to arise. You need to look into it more. There's a sense that you're going to want to immediately jump for it. Look into it more. Make sure that it really is what it's presenting itself to be, okay? Or there's just some sort of opportunity, it's around work or what you're very passionate about. Make sure that it is what it says it is. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Our root chakra, which is family. There's a strong sense of the need for family, for people who have become like family to us, to keep in contact, to really connect. And we're going to find that also connecting with our ancestral roots, whether that be, through meditation, through like spiritually, or just through talking to people or looking on ancestry.com, whatever it is, it's going to be important during this time. And there's just a sense of a richness coming into our lives. Again, that comes from family. And it can also be, let's say our grandparent was a seamstress, right? Or, our great grandparent. And we're going to find that we're taking on a lot of the skills that they had. And that's going to bring us closer. So just know that family tie, that's going to be very important here. So let's look at what the tarot has to say. Angels. Oh, goodness. There we go. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. That's interesting. Okay. There's a lot that's going on here that needs to be addressed. We're starting off with the devil, and the spirit is just pulling me right towards this. Now, this can be Capricorn energy. So if we're born on the cusp with Capricorn, or we have a lot of Capricorn within our chart, that part of our personality is going to be coming through very, very strongly. But what's also happening here is there's some sort of puppeteer that's going on. There's somebody here who wants to pull all the strings. They just want to be in absolute control. Now, this is causing you sleepless nights. It really is. Or there's also some sort of sense of like the strings being pulled, like it's some sort of manipulation that's coming forward. Now, this can come forward because you are taking on too much and you are stressed and overwhelmed and doubting and questioning, you're going to be connecting with your angels while you speak, or at least with greater knowledge, because a lot of the chaos when you are in deep sleep is going to be falling away. But what's going to be a little bit tricky is getting to that deeper sleep. So I would highly recommend looking at GABA, looking at, rescue remedy, calms, lavender, having a cup of lavender tea before you go to sleep, chamomile, just to be able to calm yourself. Even doing like nighttime yoga, whatever you can do to calm yourself and center yourself in yourself, that's going to be really important. You have the repeat of the number 9. You're connecting with the human aspect of things. And that can be overwhelming because there's a sense, in the human aspects, there's a sense of flaw coming forward. And we need to embrace that because that is beautiful. And yet I'm just seeing here that we're wanting to erase it, like magic erase it. Like, that's weird. But yeah, okay. So the thing with a magic eraser, I remember when I was little, I would use them on the walls because I saw that you could clear off things. But it takes off a layer of paint. It takes off the finish. So just be very mindful, because if you take away the human aspect, you take off the beautiful finish. That is what humanity brings. So that is what's coming forward here very, very strongly. There is also the page of wands, the page of inspiration. When it comes to money and career, we want the wands, we want the pentacles, because the pentacles, they're our money, and the wands, they're our career. What we have here when it comes to career is that we're a student. We're learning a lot. Now, we're also taking on a lot of the knowledge from everybody else. Like, everybody's telling us what to do, telling us how to move forward, because we're not going to be as confident or as authoritative during this time as we want to be. We're more of the student, the learner. We have to be very mindful of how we let, or who we let, affect us during this time. Because we're going to be taking in everybody's words, and we're going to be saying, well, everybody's words has some sort of validity to them. And though that might be true in a very altruistic way, when it gets down to it, no, they don't. Not everybody's words have the same validity. You're not living for everybody. You're living for you. So that's going to need to be very importantly understood during this time. There is also a sense here with the page of wands that new opportunities are going to come your way. There's some sort of luck that's on your side. Here, Aquarius, there's some sort of opportunity that's going to come past you. It's just going to come past you, and you're going to look at it and you're going to think, can I do that? Like, can I walk that way? Like, can I have that? And Spirit is saying yes. Yes, you absolutely can. But you just have to be very aware that it's going to be like, I'm just seeing it more, it's, the black cat crossing your path, but I'm seeing it more as a whiff of perfume. It's like you smell something, you're like, oh my gosh, it pulls your attention. It's a scent memory, which is very strong. And it's like, can I do that? Like, can I have that? And the answer is yes, but it's going to be a little bit tricky, to kind of pinpoint what exactly that inspiration is and exactly how you want to move forward in it. So just be aware. Now, the 8 of emotions comes forward, and I love that she's walking into this eclipse. So it's this time of change that we're walking into. But the 8 of Cups in its traditional meaning is that we're walking away from something we once thought we would love. We're also finding the courage, the power, the intuition, the tenacity to walk on our own, which is going to be something that's very important. It's like, no, this is built on me. This is me. And as we're doing this, we're owning who we are more and more. We're seeing what we want more and more. We're also walking towards a time of change. Things aren't going to stay the same. Everything is moving. Everything is growing. Everything is becoming. And that is going to be more than we expected. Okay, it really is. There's a lot going on here that can easily knock you off path. Okay? I just have to say that as a warning, because Aquarius, you're moving forward to such greatness and you're seeing so much more than what you had originally thought. But it's all going to be new. And other people's words and your own worry and fear, but also the manipulation of, well, this is what success looks like, and this is what prosperity is, and this is how I'm supposed to be, can absolutely take over. And if it takes over, it takes control. So we just have to be very mindful that we're not looking at things and living for everybody else and not ourselves. Worrying about what everybody else sees and not worrying about what we see. So the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, also be very, very mindful of how much validity we're giving others. what we're worrying about, what we're, connecting with, how we're moving ourselves forward. Okay? Our subconscious energy to be mindful of, this is the King of Pentacles. We want to be super practical. We think everything has to be interconnected. I'm just kind of seeing paint being thrown at the wall. So Spirit is really saying, like, let yourself just be. Let yourself be free. Let yourself connect. Let yourself see how things go and where things go. Now, I know this is a very chaotic time within the world. So be very aware of this. Be very aware that you're going to just want to get it right. Because everybody does. And nobody likes uncertainty. But there needs to be a level of artistic wiggle room to be able to inspire you. It moves you to your subconscious chakra energy, which is communication. This is the throat chakra. And there's a real sense of communicating more deeply with yourself than you have been. Really connecting with your angels, your spirit guides, really connecting with the vibration of why you're here. Just also with nature, like being outside and laughing and living and knowing that you're also connecting really deeply with those around you. You're picking up on their emotions. You're picking up on, things that they aren't saying. And that affects the way that you think the conversation is going. But just remember, you're bringing so much more to the table than they are that it's almost not fair, right? It's not fair to you what you're taking on. So just be aware of this. It moves us to our subconscious. Oh, I love this. Tarot message, which is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, the veil is being lifted from her eyes. But we're also, like, half her face is covered in the shroud, right? So she's seeing clearly one way, but she's also seeing into her own self the other. She's connecting with the universe, with the spirit world. And so during this time, as we're looking at what we want, as we're seeing what it is that we really desire and where we really want to be within our lives, we're going to have this pull. One is of the spiritual self, one is of the earthly self. So what we're seeing on the earthly plane is we're seeing people for who they truly are, not for the pedestal we put them on, or the pedestal they put themselves on. We're also going to be connecting very deeply to what our soul is longing for, what we are longing to be, how we are longing to move forward. And that also becomes a game changer during this time, because things become more clear. As they become more clear, they can also become a little bit more scary because we're being so real with ourselves. But we need to communicate that. And opening the third chakra, meditating on the third chakra is going to be very beneficial. All right. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and harmony, Aquarius, and may prosperity and blessings always be with you.